Here it is, kids. If you're ever wondering, what does it look like? What is the face of 49? This is it. Fraught with peril on a dog walk. Less a dog walk, more a dog drag. Shecky in full effecty. Let me turn this around. Look at her. All piss and vinegar. Old as the hills. 14. And still, she just wants to go, go, go. Till we get to Runyon. Then she shuts down. Starts acting like a little dick. All right, man. Here it is. 49. Day one of 49. Last day of my 40s. Next year, on this day, God willing, if I'm still around, my heart hasn't come back and attacked me, I think I'm going to do a show at Carnegie Hall like I did years back, I think 10 years ago. So, yeah, that'll be fucking wicked. This year, no show on my birthday, but I'm going to Jersey to do some live readings of the Clerks 3 script to benefit First Avenue Playhouse in Atlantic Highlands, so that's nice. But today I start the last year of my 40s trying not to die. Yet again, fucking hiking Runyon Canyon, wearing a Mallrats shirt. Even though we got Jay and Silent Bob Reboot coming out in October on the 25th anniversary of Clerks. Next year, 2020, is the 25th. Is that right? Yes, 25th anniversary of Mallrats. So expect some announcements there. But in any event, what do I feel like at 49? Well, I almost died at 47, so this rocks. Still here. Would have been a weird 2 years if I'd been dead. Probably wouldn't have gotten to make Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I say probably because special effects, man, they can do anything. I watched The Avengers like 4 times so far, and since it's been streaming, man, they make Michael Douglas look like a fucking kid, younger than he looked in the China Syndrome. So if they could do that, they probably could have made Reboot without my dead fat ass. But mercifully, I'm here. We didn't have to do that. What else has happened in that time? I don't know. It was a packed year and change since that heart attack. And the last, birthday was all like, woohoo, I survived the heart attack. So the whole last year has just been packed. I kind of live now like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Living on borrowed time. All this shit's borrowed time. Playing on house money. Borrowing other metaphors as well. So fuck it, act that way. Not, in as much as like, I have no regard for human fucking life. Obviously, I do. Probably much more regard for human life than I ever had before, which is saying a lot because I always had a lot of regard for human life. But, don't act out in ways like that. If you feel like you're living on borrowed time, make some shit. Don't break some shit. Anybody can break some shit. Make some shit, man. Like, make an impact on the world and don't make, I'm gonna make carnage. That's not making something. That's breaking something. Make something. Make a bunch of shit. Make stupid shit. Jay and Silent Bob Reboot is wonderful, but, nobody asked for it, but me. And I mean, that's pretty much true of everything I've ever made. But now, having lived through the heart attack, and don't start slowing down. We have miles to go before we sleep. This is where she starts going, oh, are we done? We're not even fucking running canyon yet, bitch. And when I say bitch, she is a female dog. So, but I don't always call her that. And kids, don't use that term. All right. Speaking of Shecky. Still doing good. Folks have been asking Hey, what do we get you for your birthday? You don't have to give me anything, man. I'm good. As my wife laments all the time, he just gets everything he wants to get for himself, and he never leaves anything for the rest of us to get. But the older I get, I don't want that much. I just long for the shit of childhood. Finding like fucking toys I used to have, anything that reminds me of being a kid on 21 Jackson Street. That's cool, but I hunt that stuff down myself. So there's really nothing anyone needs to get me. But if you're hard pressed and you're like, God damn it, it's not a birthday unless I give you something, Kev. Go to rebootroadshow.com, pick up your tickets for the Jay and Silent Bob Reboot Roadshow tour, or go to Fathom Events and pick up your tickets for the Fathom screenings, man. The one on October 17th is a double feature, Strike Back and Reboot. That'll be a lovely birthday gift. All right. Let me see. 49. When I was a kid, I was born in 1970. That's why I loved in Avengers Endgame when they show that big fat New Jersey 1970 card. I'm like, oh shit. I'm born. Born apparently the same year as Tony Stark. But when I was a kid, since I was born in 70, and my math was like real basic, I would just be like, oh my God, in the year 2000, I'm gonna be 30 years old. That's so fucking old. And today I'm 49. 19 years past what I once believed to be the oldest mark in the world. Probably a biblical old age, 30, but not in this modern era. So, in one way, you look at it, I'm living way past, living on much more borrowed time. Old Kev, who was young Kev, who was really fucking young Kev, I thought we'd make it to 30 max. I don't know how much longer I got. Keep taking care of the ticker. I'm a Weight Watchers ambassador. That absolutely helps. Go see my doctor, cardiologist, Dr. Leidenheim, this week for my checkup. But so far, so good. But regardless, I feel like I'm certainly not done. But if they were like, you're done, I'd be like, I get it. I've done enough. But while I'm still here, I'm gonna keep doing. Keep making weird shit. Keep amusing myself.
Okay, I'm just picking up some more.
Trying to amuse you. Oh boy. All right. We're at the mouth, man. The mouth of Runyon Canyon. 49 begins right now. Feeling the effects. Yep. Feeling old. Everyone around me is young. Bunch of youngsters. I know why I'm here. I don't have a traditional job. But apparently nobody in Los Angeles has a traditional job because everybody got time to go hike and run in. That's why we like it out here. Bunch of slackers. I'm checking on Shecky. She'll crap out probably as soon as we hit the big incline. I'm with her, man. Whoa, I just, come on. Come on. If you want, we'll sit here for a sec. Here, this is where Shecky is in the world. I know what you're doing. You're killing time. You are killing time, motherfucker. The canyon awaits. It's not gonna come to us. We gotta go to it. Come on. She's like, but can't we go this way? We're gonna go this way, my friend. It's time. All right. Please don't be running into people. This is gonna seem douchey as fuck, but I gotta put sunglasses on because it's about to get very bright. And interesting factoid, after years of opening my eyes as wide as I fucking can in photos and in movies, I'm a little light sensitive, go figure. There are moments in Reboot where I'm like trying to open my eyes real wide and like there's too much sun and too much light being thrown at us in the movie. And you can see it's like a fucking struggle. That's old age. All right. Birthday wisdom. Do all the stupid shit you want to do as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, kids. Saw this really nice tweet somebody put up, screenshot of a Reddit thread where I guess they asked people if they ever thought about killing themselves and what stopped them. And somebody was saying that some episode of this podcast that we did years ago, we were talking about Aquaman, getting high with Aquaman underwater. Stop my man. Uh-oh, dogs. Lots and lots of dogs. Stop my man from taking a step off a subway platform. That was profoundly moving to read, but also just a big reminder that sit around and dream with your friends. There you go. Sit around, dream with your friends, do goofy shit, talk about goofy shit. Even if people are like, that's a waste of time. Nobody knows. That apparently wasn't a waste of time. Apparently that goofy conversation about Aquaman made a difference for somebody. Hopefully that somebody's still kicking around. Hopefully we'll meet one day. But nobody writes your story but you. A lot of people will tell you some shit you're doing is dopey. Don't listen. What you do is you build a chapel. Slowly it takes shape, becomes larger, church. Then one day, you realize it's a cathedral. And as your spire breaks the clouds, there's still always gonna be somebody there telling you how you're doing it wrong. Never listen. Unless it saves your life. If somebody's like, move, then, listen, because probably something's about to fall on you. But if they're like, you shouldn't do it like that. Do what's right for you. Case in point, there was somebody on my Instagram comment thread talking about like Reboot, and they're like, hey man, aren't you gonna release this movie in a normal theatrical release? Which is, I guess what movies with budgets get. But I had to explain, we have a $10 million budget. In order to open a movie wide theatrically, you'd need another 20 million. Case in point, comedy, like The Long Shot, and just using a comedy that's just came out this summer. Minimum ad spend, this Lionsgate was 20 million. And so that means whatever the movie costs plus that gets totaled together, and that's what you owe. And that ad spend ain't guaranteed to make a single person show up. So our movie costs 10 million. To release it in a quote unquote normal theatrical release with 20 million bucks, don't fight. That means you gotta make back 30 million all of a sudden. And then in order to do that, you don't get the box office reported figures. So if they this movie grossed 100 million, the studio, the people that make the movie, they only walk away with 50. They got to split the money with the exhibitors, people that own the theaters, right? So at that point, in order for Don't Fight, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot to earn back its $30 million, I'd have to make 60 million at the box office. And no movie I've ever made has ever made 60 million at the box office. So does that mean that one can't play? No. Look, just because people got money don't mean they're the only ones get to do fun shit. We don't have enough money to sell the movie. We have enough money to make the movie. So we got to be more clever with the sell of the movie. So that's what we're doing, man. Combining all the things we know how to do to maximize the life of the movie, profits of the movie, without spending to do so. Anybody can spend $20 million on a movie to make people notice it. And it doesn't always guaranteed to work. It's not always guaranteed to work. But, if you're clever and if you built a long tail, big audience, like we have over the last quarter of a century, you could be more amenable. So for everybody that wants to see it, just as a quote unquote normal theatrical release in a movie theater, October 15th and 17th, bam, we got you covered with sneak preview screenings from Fathom Events. Then October 19th, the Jay and Silent Bob Reboot Roadshow tour begins. And that's where me and Jay go state to state, city to city with the movie, show you the movie, do a show afterwards. That's what I'm looking forward to because I want to see the movie with people that love it. That's why you make these things, for you and then for the people that get into them. So normally when you release a movie, theatrical life of a movie about a month, 2 if you're lucky. This will be completely different. I can stretch the life of the movie as long as I want at that point. So first leg of the Reboot Roadshow tour goes from October to late December. Then after Christmas, I go back out from January to March, getting all the places that aren't there yet, all the Canadian dates and whatnot. So that's 5 months longer than most movies get in a theatrical life. And then, they're on home video. We'll be there too eventually. But I want to stretch this shit out. And I don't want to spend $20 million to salve my ego to do it. To be like, ooh, we got TV spots. Not for nothing, but I don't even know if anybody watches TV anymore. The table's tilted, kids, but it doesn't mean you can't tilt it back in your favor. It's part of the fun. It's fun making the movie, but for us, it's fun selling the movie as well, getting the movie out there. Try to use everything we ever learned and do it in an interesting way. Hang out with the fans. I don't know. Seems to make sense for me. And then, come on, Chick. If you don't catch it on the tour, if you're like, I don't want to pay $50 to watch a movie with you and Jay. Even though people pay $50 to watch me and Jay talk to each other without a movie. That's why we knew the audience would dig this. But let's say you're not into that. Well, then after the movie opens and the Reboot Roadshow tour opens in your neck of the woods, say October 20th, we're in Chicago. Then that weekend, Reboot opens in theaters in Chicago. It's a platform release. It's the world I came from. It's how Clerks came out. Clerks been playing a bunch of screens. Never played on more than 50 screens at once. It was a platform release. Open this city, open that city, make sure it's working. So, same thing here, but we have the benefit of knowing it's working in advance because we've sold out a bunch of shows and added more. So, you done? You good with the water? So far, so good. Now the cat who asked the question was like, hey, your thing don't make sense to me. Well, good news is I don't owe that cat any money. I don't have to justify. Come on, no dog fighting, come on. I don't have to justify how we're doing things. Tim, go, come on, go. You are not fighting with any dogs, go, come on. So there it is. That's my thoughts on the subject. Not just the subject of my movie, but you gotta live your life the way you wanna live your life. Or as Randall said in Clerks 2, you gotta live your life the way you wanna live your life. What is it? Live your life for you, you fucking ass. And that's what I'm doing at age 49. Living life as best I can for me. All right, we're almost at the point of Runyon where we lose power, signal. Let's check on Shecky. Oh yeah, look at them little legs. Man, I wish I had 4. All right, kids, up I go. Happy belated birthday to Ming Chen, comic book men's Ming Chen, whose birthday was yesterday. Happy current birthday to not just me, but my brother Donald. It's his birthday too. I was born on his birthday, 4 years after he was born. Dog party. No, you cannot fight those dogs. Come on. He was August 2nd, 1966. I was August 2nd, 1970. Come on, no fighting. No fighting. All right, kids, come on. Stop trying to fucking fight. It's my goddamn birthday. Be at peace. At peace. Not every dog's your fucking enemy. In fact, the way I see it, no dogs are your fucking enemy. So, knock it off. You're embarrassing me. Being all fucking German and shit. This ain't your hill. There it is, kids. Sorry about the lecture. Sometimes me and Shecky get the fuck into it. So happy birthday to my brother Don, whose birthday I kind of co-opted and stole. There it is, folks. Go out today. Get your hike on, man. Whew, you ain't gotta be 49. Start thinking about, not dying. Speaking of, look how far we came. That's a hike. Come on, Chick. Almost at the bench. No fighting dogs. Whoa. Look at her, she's still trying to start some shit. All right, man, there it is. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the birthday greetings. I love you all. See you on the Reboot Roadshow.